Mythic Plus, which I know not everybody cares about, but here's the thing that I think matters. Season 3 seems to be getting more player retention than Season 2 did. As in, the absolute numbers of runs of Mythic Plus this season, they are higher than they were last season, which is kind of interesting. So we got a mixture of stats here, some that were shared with us by Night Stalker, others from Banshee IRL, who compiles a lot of this stuff over on Twitter as well. Okay, so then, update, and to celebrate the first Mythic Plus 30 being done, which, the dungeons this season are a little bit easier. I wonder what that 30 was. Do we know what it was? Right. Completion stats tell me the first plus 30 would be Blackrock Hold, but I don't know if it has specific mechanics that just inherently descaling, because at least the highest timed key ratio for both weeks, I believe, week 3 and 4, was Blackrock Hold at like 97%. Probably. High 97 as well. High. Anyway, okay, so we've got all that stuff from them. Looking at the key ranges, though, this is one thing I'll be interested in. Where are the Mythic Plus players? So we got a total of just shy of 10 million keys. Or sorry, we got... I've got a sneeze coming on. No!
Yeah, it's just shy of 10 million. That's 9.8.
You know, you got a sneeze, and then you go, I'm going to sneeze. So it's like, I can't start a sentence because my mouth might explode.
Just put pressure there.
What the hell?
Yeah. Do you ever know that?
What?
Yeah, if you put a lot of pressure on your upper lip, it'll kill sneezing. Or it'll kill the reflex.
You just do a little impression of a suspicious Austrian
no, you don't,
from a long time ago.
No, you don't, because you use your whole
you
hand instead of a finger. You do that. You do that.
There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't need to sneeze anymore.
Yeah.
That's an actual life hack, Matt.
What did you...
That's incredible.
I don't know when or where I learned that from, but yeah.
So, level 2 through 6, 15% of keys. 7 through 11, 19.5%. The biggest range, the two biggest are 12 to 16 and 17 to 21. Rather unsurprisingly, Mythic Plus 20 is where the rewards stop. So,
yeah.
And isn't 17 the sweet spot? Or which one is it? Is it 16? Whatever is the sweet spot for aspect crests.
16 gets you aspect crests.
There you go. Now, it's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
Does the God Comp... Will the God Comp help a plus 20? Yes. Is it required for a plus 20? No. So, whenever we talk only about Mythic...
17 for hero gear, that's right.
Okay. Whenever we talk about the best Mythic stuff... Okay, well, in that case, that's why 17 to 21 is probably our largest bracket. Yeah. I wonder of that distribution between 17 and 21, how many of them are 17 or 18. Anyway.
It's all going to be like that. Bracket's going to be mostly 17s.
The actual point that I'm making here is the highest end of Mythic Plus, where most of the... I don't want to say this in a way that's like degrading or minimizing those players' problems, because that is like a way to play the game that Blizzard clearly intends. So any problems they have are like completely legitimate. But a lot of the problems that stem from just how scaling, how percentage-based scaling works in a video game, they only take place for a relatively a very small slice of the engaged player base. So even, I wonder, because I've seen a lot of very high-end concerns about like some of Mythic Plus happening this season. But you actually look at the numbers, they're really positive. In the same way, like, so the percentage of keys that people are timing is higher, and the number of keys people are doing is also higher. Now, you look at then Emir Drasil and Aberrus, those decide to purposefully tune easier and seemingly get more healthy-looking player stats, more healthy engagement. One certainly wonders. So to take a look then at the Season 2 weekly numbers, you can see that, and this is Night Stalker, who has been compiling this. I believe he's been tweeting this publicly, so, but he did share it with me in DMs. He's doing awesome data collection here. What's interesting though, right? well, look at the y-axis between season 2 and season 3. The y-axis is bigger for season 3
I'd rather look at the high axis.
The what?
The high axis.
Oh, dude.
It's not even funny. I'm sorry.
Dude, oh,
I'm sorry.
That's well, I mean, but it has achieved your goal. It has inflicted mental damage to hundreds of people. Could you imagine making that joke in a I don't know, a little, theater space or an event space with 1,000 people in it, or however many people are here?
I love sending mind bullets. Like, psychic damage is my favorite. My favorite thing to do.
Thank you, Wonder Boy. What a track. So, point basically here is you look at season 3, it has got more runs. If I actually, do I have the numbers here? I don't have them to hand. Anyway, more runs. Season 2 is looking way better than season 3. And fascinatingly, take a look at the in-time ratio. So season 3, you can see, it is sitting there in and around 80%. Until, whatever, I don't know if this is, week 7 or 8 for the past season. No, that's season 2. I don't know what happens right there.
Probably
but just before week 10, there's 1 week Rams people. Anyway, point basically is for the first 5 weeks of season 2, and remember during those first 5 weeks, every time we would do a live stream, there'd be another pretty detailed wave of fixes and tuning being made. You look here, and what do you see? We start off at 84%. By the time you hit week 4, you're actually above 90%, with week 3 being just below 90%. That is the percentage of runs that are done in time. And I suppose, if more runs are timed, you could probably then make an argument that probably means more runs will be done.
Yeah.
Because, what's more likely to end a play session? We could maybe try to puzzle that one out.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what ends a play session.
I think you would.
Because I lost the play session on, what day is today? Friday? It was Wednesday.
Where did it go?
I went home and I was like, I'm going to do some keys. I'm going to bugger Leon until he actually comes and does some decent damage. And then went in, had a nice wee... What was it? Was it Throne of the Tides? There's a 16 Throne of the Tides. No, it was a 14 Throne of the Tides. I was like, okay, sweet, nice. Let's go for a wee 16 Everbloom after that. And then I was tanking, and the mage didn't like that I wasn't tanking very fast and pulled half the place and then just left. I'm like, nice.
Wow.
So I had set myself up for a night of keys. I successfully completed one and then got tilted and did something else. So yeah, I'm sure it happens. I'm sure everyone has stories like that. But it's very much...
Did you just try to play World of Warcraft with pugs?
I just tried to play World of Warcraft bugs.
Oh my god.
Because no one else was around to play. I'm like, cool.
Well,
Nice.
Matt, that would in fact be your issue. Yeah. If you're wondering, by the way, Marzon's Rise is the hardest with an in-time ratio, I think most recently of 83.7%. Yeah, so there you go. As for some of our current class and spec representation, you can sort of let's see how does this change? Does Demon Hunter just become more represented as we go up? The answer is yes. And you can see the meta picks by the time you start looking only at 25 plus and beyond. Man, it's so funny taking a look at the season 2 with Ogvoker. Ogvoker is not as scrolling down. Yeah. So you can see with Ogvoker, it ain't as chunky as it was in season 2 with the tuning down they made, but certainly Havoc DH is absolutely bussing right now, but they have been nerfed. Now, here's what's kind of interesting. Is that what this is? No, it isn't. But whatever. I just wonder. Numbers are looking good. Stuff's looking healthy. What percentage of the more, vocal or sort of known about Mythic Plus issues are falling with, outside of the scope of 95% of the mode's player base? That certainly is something I wonder about. Now then, what is this? The state of the 0.1% title range composition. Let's see, week 4. Through 4 weeks, this would be our first tank meta with 2 tanks above 30% since season 2 of Shadowlands. Right, so actually a little bit more competition in tanks. That's a 0 on Windwalker Monks.
Yep, I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I mean, is that class even still in the game? Windwalker Monk is probably more fun in Season of Discovery somehow than it is. Or not more fun, because I think it's still plenty fun. It's just...
Yeah. Yeah, I bet Windwalker Monk's really fun there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah, we both have one really shit joke each now.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, everyone. And Season 1 of Dragonflight's the only season we've ever had 3 healers. 25% or higher, so that's kind of interesting. Basically, Prot Paladin and Vengeance Demon Hunter doing pretty good. Priests, happy at 31%. Yeah, 3 healers in there, which is pretty sick. And as for the top DPS, yeah, I mean, 60% of DPS falls within 3 classes.
Interesting.
So there you go. That is the state of things. Big picture, though, while there's certainly metas that are successful, you know, what's the bit that matters, though? Probably those 17s to 21s and those 12 to 16s.
Yeah.
And if we actually take a look at what's going on in level 14 and up, you can see that, yeah, there's definitely a bump up for Demon Hunters. You know, with their 2 specs both performing really well right now, but you know, it's not as extreme, perhaps, as it is elsewhere. Yeah, kind of interesting stats, though. I love looking at this. It's really fun. For me, it's just very positive. Like, look, either we do have fewer players in absolute terms, but those players are playing more of the game. If that's the case, that's good. Or maybe we've been able to retain more players, and that's why there's more runs. That's also good.
Either way, numbers up.
Yeah, either way, number up.